Chapter 13. In the 23rd year of Joash, the son of Ahaziah, king of Judah, Jehoahaz, the son of Jehu, became king over Israel and Samaria, ruling for 17 years. He did evil in the eyes of the Lord, copying the sins of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, which he did and made Israel do. He did not keep himself from them. So the wrath of the Lord was burning against Israel, and he gave them up into the power of Hazael, king of Aram, and into the power of Ben-Hadad, the son of Hazael, again and again. Then Jehoahaz made prayer to the Lord, and the Lord gave ear to him, for he saw how cruelly Israel was crushed by the king of Aram. And the Lord gave Israel a savior, so that they became free from the hands of the Arameans, and the children of Israel were living in their tents as in the past. But still they did not give up the sin of Jeroboam, which he made Israel do, but went on with it. And there was an image of Asherah in Samaria, for out of all his army, Jehoahaz had only 50 horsemen and 10 carriages and 10,000 footmen. The king of Aram had given them up to destruction, crushing them like dust. Now the rest of the acts of Jehoahaz, and all he did, and his great power, are they not recorded in the book of the history of the kings of Israel? And Jehoahaz went to rest with his fathers, and was put into the earth in Samaria, and Joash his son became king in his place. In the 37th year of the rule of Joash, king of Judah, Joash, the son of Jehoahaz, became king over Israel and Samaria, ruling for 16 years. He did evil in the eyes of the Lord, not turning away from the sin of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, which he did and made Israel do, but he went on with it. Now the rest of the acts of Joash, and all he did, and the force with which he went to war against Amaziah, king of Judah, are they not recorded in the book of the history of the kings of Israel? And Joash went to rest with his fathers, and Jeroboam took his place as king, and Joash was put into the earth in Samaria with the kings of Israel. Now Elisha became ill with the disease which was the cause of his death, and Joash, king of Israel, came down to him, and weeping over him said, my father, the war carriages of Israel and its horsemen. Then Elisha said to him, take bow and arrows, and he took bow and arrows. And he said to the king of Israel, put your hand on the bow, and he put his hand on it, and Elisha put his hands on the king's hands. Then he said, let the window be open to the east, and he got it open. Then Elisha said, let the arrow go, and he let it go. And he said, the Lord's arrow of salvation over Aram, for you will overcome the Arameans in Aphek and put an end to them. And he said, take the arrows, and he took them. And he said to the king of Israel, send them down into the earth, and he did so 3 times and no more. Then the man of God was angry with him and said, if you had done it 5 or 6 times, then you would have overcome Aram completely, but now you will only overcome them 3 times. And death came to Elisha, and they put his body into the earth. Now in the spring of the year, armed bands of Moabites frequently came, overrunning the land, and while they were putting a dead man into the earth, they saw a band coming, and they put the man quickly into the place where Elisha's body was, and the dead man, on touching Elisha's bones, came to life again, and got up on his feet. And Israel was crushed under the power of Hazael, king of Aram, all the days of Jehoahaz. But the Lord was kind to them and had pity on them, caring for them, because of his agreement with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He would not put them to destruction or send them away from before his face till now. Then Hazael, king of Aram, came to his end, and Ben-Hadad his son became king in his place. And Jehoash, the son of Jehoahaz, took again from Ben-Hadad, the son of Hazael, the towns which he had taken from Jehoahaz his father in war. 3 times Jehoash overcame him and got back the towns of Israel. Chapter 14. In the 2nd year of Joash, son of Joahaz, king of Israel, Amaziah, the son of Joash, became king of Judah. He was 25 years old when he became king, and he was ruling in Jerusalem for 29 years. His mother's name was Jehoaddan of Jerusalem. He did what was right in the eyes of the Lord, though not like David his father. He did as Joash his father had done. But still the high places were not taken away. The people went on making offerings and burning them in the high places. Now when he became strong in the kingdom, straightway he put to death those servants who had taken the life of the king his father, but he did not put their children to death, for the orders of the Lord recorded in the book of the law of Moses say, the fathers are not to be put to death for the children. or the children for their fathers, but a man is to be put to death for the sin which he himself has done. He put to the sword 12,000 men of Edom in the valley of Salt, and took Selah in war, naming it Jokeel, as it is to this day. Then Amaziah sent representatives to Jehoash, the son of Jehoahaz, son of Jehu, king of Israel, saying, Come, let us have a meeting face to face. And Jehoash, king of Israel, sent to Amaziah, king of Judah, saying, The thorn tree in Lebanon sent to the cedar in Lebanon, saying, Give your daughter to my son for a wife, and a beast from the woodland in Lebanon went by, crushing the thorn under his feet. It is true that you have overcome Edom and your heart is uplifted, let that glory be enough for you, and keep in your country. Why do you make causes of trouble, putting yourself, and Judah with you, in danger of downfall? But Amaziah gave no attention. So Jehoash, king of Israel, went up, and he and Amaziah, king of Judah, came face to face at Beth Shemesh, which is in Judah. And Judah was overcome before Israel, so that they went in flight, every man to his tent. And Jehoash, king of Israel, made Amaziah, king of Judah, the son of Jehoash, son of Ahaziah, prisoner at Beth Shemesh, and came to Jerusalem, and had the wall of Jerusalem pulled down from the doorway of Ephraim to the door in the angle, 400 cubits. And he took all the gold and silver and all the vessels which were in the house of the Lord and in the storehouse of the king, together with those whose lives would be the price of broken faith, and went back to Samaria. Now the rest of the acts of Jehoash, and his power, and how he went to war with Amaziah, king of Judah, are they not recorded in the book of the history of the kings of Israel? And Jehoash went to rest with his fathers, and was put into the earth in Samaria with the kings of Israel, and Jeroboam his son became king in his place. Amaziah, the son of Joash, king of Judah, went on living for 15 years after the death of Jehoash, son of Jehoahaz, king of Israel. And the rest of the acts of Amaziah, are they not recorded in the book of the history of the kings of Judah? Now they made a secret design against him in Jerusalem, and he went in flight to Lachish, but they sent after him to Lachish and put him to death there. And they took his body on horseback and put it into the earth with his fathers in Jerusalem, the town of David. Then all the people of Judah took Azariah, who was 16 years old, and made him king in place of his father Amaziah. He was the builder of Elath, which he got back for Judah after the death of the king. In the 15th year of the rule of Amaziah, son of Joash, king of Judah, Jeroboam, the son of Joash, king of Israel, became king in Samaria, ruling for 41 years. He did evil in the eyes of the Lord, not turning away from the sin which Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, did and made Israel do. He got back the old limits of Israel from the way into Hamath to the sea of the Arabah, as the Lord had said by his servant Jonah, the son of Amittai, the prophet of Gath-hepher. For the Lord saw how bitter was the trouble of Israel, and that everyone was cut off, he who was shut up and he who went free, and that Israel had no helper. And the Lord had not said that the name of Israel was to be taken away from the earth, but he gave them a Savior in Jeroboam, the son of Joash. Now the rest of the acts of Jeroboam, and all he did, and his power, and how he went to war with Damascus, causing the wrath of the Lord to be turned away from Israel, are they not recorded in the book of the history of the kings of Israel? And Jeroboam went to rest with his fathers, and was put into the earth with the kings of Israel, and Zechariah his son became king in Chapter 15. In the 27th year of the rule of Jeroboam, king of Israel, Azariah, son of Amaziah, became king of Judah. He was 16 years old when he became king, and he was ruling in Jerusalem for 52 years. His mother's name was Jechaliah of Jerusalem. And he did what was right in the eyes of the Lord, as his father Amaziah had done. But he did not take away the high places, and the people still went on making offerings and burning them in the high places. And the Lord sent disease on the king and he became a leper, and to the day of his death he was living separately in his private house. And Jotham his son was over his house, judging the people of the land. Now the rest of the acts of Azariah, and all he did, are they not recorded in the book of the history of the kings of Judah? And Azariah went to rest with his fathers and was put into the earth with his fathers in the town of David, and Jotham his son became king in his place. In the 38th year of Azaliah, king of Judah, Zechariah, son of Jeroboam, was king over Israel for 6 months. And he did evil in the eyes of the Lord, as his father had done, not turning away from the sin which Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, did and made Israel do. And Shallum, the son of Jabesh, made a secret design against him, and, attacking him in Ibleam, put him to death and became king in his place. Now the rest of the acts of Zechariah are recorded in the book of the history of the kings of Israel. This was what the Lord had said to Jehu, "Your sons to the fourth generation will be kings of Israel." And so it came about. Shallum, the son of Jabesh, became king in the 39th year of Uzziah, king of Judah, and he was ruling in Samaria for the space of 1 month. Then Menahem, the son of Gadi, went up from Tirzah and came to Samaria, and attacking Shallum, son of Jabesh, in Samaria, put him to death and made himself king in his place. Now the rest of the acts of Shallum, and the secret design which he made, are recorded in the book of the history of the kings of Israel. Then Menahem sent destruction on Tappuah and all the people in it, and its limits, from Tirzah, because they would not let him come in, and he had all the women who were with child cut open. In the 39th year of Azariah, king of Judah, Menahem, the son of Gadi, became king over Israel, and was ruling in Samaria for 10 years. He did evil in the eyes of the Lord, he did not keep himself from the sin which Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, did and made Israel do. In his day, Pul, the king of Assyria, came up against the land, and Menahem gave Pul 1,000 talents of silver so that he might let him keep the kingdom. And Menahem got the money from Israel, from all the men of wealth, 50 silver shekels from every man, to give to the king of Assyria. So the king of Assyria went back without stopping in the land. Now the rest of the acts of Menahem, and all he did, are they not recorded in the book of the history of the kings of Israel? And Menahem went to rest with his fathers, and Pekahiah his son became king in his place. In the 50th year of Azariah king of Judah, Pekahiah, the son of Menahem, became king over Israel and Samaria, ruling for 2 years. He did evil in the eyes of the Lord, not turning from the sin which Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, did and made Israel do. And Pekah, the son of Remaliah, his captain, made a secret design against him, attacking him in the king's great house in Samaria, and with him were 50 men of Gilead, and he put him to death and became king in his place. Now the rest of the acts of Pekahiah, and all he did, are recorded in the book of the history of the kings of Israel. In the 52nd year of Azariah, king of Judah, Pekah, the son of Remaliah, became king over Israel and Samaria, ruling for 20 years. He did evil in the eyes of the Lord, not turning from the sin which Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, did and made Israel do. In the days of Pekah, king of Israel, Tiglath-Pileser, king of Assyria, came and took Ijon and Abel Beth-Maachah and Genoa and Kadesh and Hazor and Gilead and Galilee and all the land of Naphtali, and he took the people away to Assyria. And Hoshea, the son of Elah, made a secret design against Pekah, the son of Remaliah, and, attacking him, put him to death and became king in his place, in the 20th year of Jotham, the son of Uzziah. Now the rest of the acts of Pekah, and all he did, are recorded in the book of the history of the kings of Israel. In the 2nd year of Pekah, the son of Remaliah, king of Israel, Jotham, the son of Uzziah, became king of Judah. He was 25 years old when he became king, and he was ruling for 16 years in Jerusalem, and his mother's name was Jerusha, the daughter of Zadok. And he did what was right in the eyes of the Lord, as his father Uzziah had done, but he did not take away the high places, and the people still went on making offerings and burning them in the high places. He was the builder of the higher doorway of the house of the Lord. Now the rest of the acts of Jotham, and all he did, are they not recorded in the book of the history of the kings of Judah? In those days the Lord first sent against Judah, Rezin, the king of Aram, and Pekah, the son of Remaliah. And Jotham went to rest with his fathers, and was put into the earth in the town of David his father, and Ahaz his son became king in his place.